Hell yeah. Another day, another game. Wednesday, April 8th. Let's jump right into it. Where was I? Where was I? Oh, yes. True. So I just got to this library thing. And there's this wizard walking around. Kustanthos. Is that it? And then there's stairs going down, stairs going up. All right, let's talk to this guy. Is that's a woman? Okay. Wait, how did I get there? Where you going, Kustantos?
I'll take care of it.
Shh! If you wish to remain, then stay quiet. You are in a place of knowledge and learning. I am Kustantos, caretaker of this library. I hope you don't take offense to this, but who in their right mind would come to this forsaken hellhole to check out a book? Oh, while I know that people all over the realms have varied tastes when it comes to beauty and art, you obviously have the taste of one raised in the dark side of a centaur's ass. How can you make such a remark after viewing the glory and splendor of the end of the Saldarine? The elves in the lower levels seem pleased to live in this hellhole. I guess of course, she doesn't know anything, right? So perhaps no one has told you, Kustanthos, the Anne lies in ruins, and its people are shattered remnants of their former selves. Haven't you noticed something different about yourself? I have several stacks of books that I need to attend to. Perhaps you should return when your hallucinations have faded away. Good day. Oh, God. All right, so that's, of course, it's useless to be trying to convince them of that they're dead, right? So, show me the books. Oh my goodness. I like to read Worship in the Hand. Oh, they give it to me. Interesting. I like to read Rock Eaters. They are not. I like to read Ancient Lore of Corellon Larethian. Item drop on the ground. I like to read Ancient Lore of Severash. I'd like to read Ancient Lore of Sehanin Moonbow. I'd like to read Ancient Lore of Labelas Enoreth. I'd like to read Ancient Lore of Solonor Tilambira. I'd like to read Elamet's Compendium. What? Oddly enough, a visiting elven warrior who sought this book recently accosted me. She took one of my remaining copies of this book as well as the book on the ecology of the unicorn. A rude and loud demeanor. Oh, I forgot to do the voice acting because I'm surprised at this. A rude and loud demeanor did not surprise me as she did not bear the emblem of the Saldarine's hand. Anyways, here is the last copy. Was there another book you wanted to examine? Wow. Kustantos made an interesting comment about an elven warrior who had visited him. So it's a guy, okay. Who had visited him recently. She took a book with magical artifact sketches and a book about unicorns. Yeah. You're in luck, as this is a very popular book of late. Not long ago, a visiting elven warrior came and took one of my remaining copies of it, as well as a copy of Elamet's Compendium. A rude and loud demeanor did not surprise you, so that's the same thing that you said before. Yeah. I like to read Code of Training in a Saldarine's Hand. Yes. I'd like to read Hippogriff Riders of the Hand. I'd like to read Lore of the Blade Singers. I'd like to read Mythal Theory. Nothing sounds interesting right now. I'll come back later. Oh god, the books are where? Okay. So let's see. Rock Eaters, they are not. Contrary to popular belief, our dwarven friends do not exist on a diet of rocks and dirt. I was recently invited to visit their wonderful stronghold, Dorn's Deep. In this architectural wonder, hidden away in one of the most beautiful forests in the north, I entered figuring to be covered in soot from some filthy underground mine unbefitting of a high elf of my stature. Much to my surprise, my eyes were instead treated to amazing works of beauty and craftsmanship. Our dwarven friends proceeded to take me on a tour, pointing out each piece in thorough detail. I smiled, impressed that one of the lesser races had such talent in them to create such works. Of course, they paled in comparison to what our elven artisans can do, but this was not the time to point out their flaws, okay? That's rough. Mythal Theory by Shan and Melka. Aside from the Eye Mages, none are certain about the true nature of mythals, no matter how well versed they are in ancient elven lore of old or current debates on magical theory. Many agree that the mythal is alive, and is a huge web of magical forces woven together by magic and the life forces of the casters. The mythal is believed to be sustained by the natural mechanisms within and around it, from the wind to the current of a brook or a temperature shift from the energy of sunlight. Given the ties to life in Faerun, mythals can hardly be common wizardry, no matter what may have been said in the past. The mythals and their magic are tied directly to the weave, the source of all Taurian magic. Mythal is alive, okay? Hippogriff Riders of the Hand. Stationed atop Severash Tower are the proud hippogriffs of the Seldarine's Hand. Along with their riders, these mounts serve primarily as scouts but are sometimes used for missions requiring the utmost of speed. Both rider and mount are trained rigorously to work as a team. Upon hatching, hippogriffs are domesticated to be used as mounts. They are trained in what to eat, various combat routines involving aerial and ground attacks, and to respond to the commands of its rider. The riders are educated in the ways of grooming and caring for its mount, how to work effectively with his hippogriff, and also in the ways of aerial and ground combat. As a unit, they have proven excellent aerial support in our ground battles and are a proud symbol of the Seldarine. Okay. What is that? Oh, yeah. Worship in the Hand. Day in and day out. That's by Denani. I know her. Day in and day out, the Elves of the Hand work diligently to further the cause of the Alliance. Although dedicated to their work, they always remain devout to the Elven gods. A shrine was created within Solanor Tower that would allow us elves to offer simple worship with what spare moments were available. A beautiful flower garden can be found on one end of this level. With care, an elf would take a flower from the garden, approach... Wait. A beautiful flower garden can be found on one end of this level. With care, an elf would take a flower from the garden, approach the appropriate statue of the god they wish to pray to, place a flower in the statue's pawn, and pray for however long they had. Okay. Ancient lore on Corellon Larethian. As the lore goes, many great battles were fought between Corellon and Grumsh. Okay, so Corellon is the elvish god, and Grumsh is the orcish god. As Corellon's blood flowed, it mingled with the tears Sehanine shed, and in this mixture of blood and tears, Corellon's children, the Seldarine, were born. Corellon embodies the highest values of which is elvenkind. From the gentle aspects of art and poetry to the harsh aspects of war and magic, he is venerated by all the fair folk except the drow. Vigilant over his creations, it is told that Corellon will wander the elven lands, observing his people and defending what is theirs. Okay? Ancient lore of Severash. Severash, who embodies the hatred the fair folk hold for the Drow, is the elven god of vengeance and military crusades. He is venerated by the elves and half-elves who have suffered the loss of loved ones through violence, particularly those who burn with revenge against the Drow, and by those who have sworn to destroy the Spider Queen and the other evil gods of the Dark Elves. Some elven theologians speculate that Severash serves to gather in the bitterness and hatred that has riven the elven race since the Crown Wars, thus keeping the contagious evil of the Spider Queen from spreading to the elven population at large. Ancient lore on Seanine Moonbow. Seanine Moonbow is the elven goddess of the moon, or, more specifically, the full moon. She governs divinations, omens, and subtle magics and protects against madness. She watches over the dreams of the elves, keeping them from harm while in reverie, and sending omens to protect them from future dangers. Sehanine watches over the passage of the elven spirits from the world, and she is protectress of the dead. Alternately called the wife and daughter of Corellon, the wife and daughter at the same time. Sehanine is the mightiest of the female powers in the elven pantheon. Identified with the mystic power of the moon, Seanine's tears are said to have mingled with Corellon's blood and given life to the elven race. Ancient lore on Labelas and Noreth. Labelas in Noreth is the elven god of longevity and time. At the creation of the fair folk, Labelas blessed the elves with long lifespans and decreed that their appearances would not be marked by the passage of time. The life-giver cooperates with Sehanine in overseeing the lifespan of elves and their growth away from and beyond the mortal realms. He measures the lives of the fair folk and decrees when they should be ended, allowing passage to Arvandor. As Lord of the Continuum, Labelas governs the orderly passage of time and guards against those who would alter the path of history. Labelas confers wisdom and teachings on young and old alike, and although he is rarely invoked, the Life-Giver is often praised. The Life-Giver knows the future and past of every elf, fairy, or sylvan creature. Labelas is worshipped by sages, historians, philosophers, librarians, and all those who measure the changes wrought by the passing of years. Ancient lore on Solonor Telandira. Solonor Telandira is the elven god of hunting, archery, and survival in wild and harsh places. The great archer's prowess with the bow is unmatched by any other power venerated in the realms. Solonor is concerned with the integrity of nature and the balance between exploitation and agriculture on one hand and fallow, wild terrains on the other. He instructs the fair folk in the art of hiding in and moving through natural foliage so as not to be detected, as well as the art of archery and hunting. Solonor is primarily revered by elven and half-elven rangers, hunters, woodsmen, and fighters. In particular, elven hunters appeal to him for better catches of game, and elven warriors trapped in hostile territory call on him for aid. LMS Compendium, so that was one of the books that the other person came to get. This is a technical book containing sketches of various magical artifacts. It details some of the plans and processes used by the elven enchanter Elameth and the dwarven smith Carador during the time of cooperation between the two races. Okay. Ecology of the unicorn. Unicorns are herbivores living on tender leaves and grasses. Their only enemies are griffins and those creatures that destroy forests, in particular red dragons and orcs. The lifespan of unicorns has never been recorded, but is known to surpass 1,000 years. They are believed to maintain their youth until death is only weeks away. The secret to this longevity is the strong magical nature of the horn. Unicorn horns are maliciously sought after, since possession of one is a sovereign remedy against all poisons. Huh. Code of training in the Seldarine's hand. The code. Death to all who oppose our cause. Battle is the test above all. Bring glory to the hand of the Seldarine. Every person under my tutelage will be instructed as follows. You will learn every aspect of each melee weapon I present to you. You will become familiar with the strengths and weaknesses of each weapon and learn how to utilize it effectively. You will also learn the ways of archery. Patience, discipline, and focus will be your guide. This promise will be your commitment to hitting any target no matter the difficulty. As a soldier serving the Seldarine's hand, you will conduct yourself in a proper manner befitting an elf at all times. Disobedience will not be tolerated. My oath. What these values represent is your commitment to the Seldarine's hand and yourself. The promise I make is to own your skills, both physical and mental, to bring honor to our brothers and sisters. For the glory of the hand, Kaelessa. Almost done. I read that, no? Okay, no, I didn't. Stationed atop Severash Tower are the proud hippogriffs of the Seldarine's hand. Along with their riders, these mounts serve primarily as scouts, but are sometimes used for missions requiring the utmost of speed. Both rider and mount are trained rigorously to work as a team. Upon hatching, hippogriffs are domesticated to be used as mounts. They are trained in what to eat, various combat routines involving aerial and ground attacks, and to respond to the commands of its rider. The riders are educated in the ways of grooming and caring for its mount, how to work effectively with its hippogriff, and also in the ways of aerial and ground combat. As a unit, they have proven excellent aerial support in our ground battles and are a proud symbol of the Seldarine. Lore of the Blade Singers. An elite group of elven fighter mages, the Blade Singers are dedicated to the defense of the elven nation, and many of them journey back to Faerun to help defend those elves who stayed behind or have yet to join the retreat. Blade Singers are terrifying weapon experts and spellcasters. On Evermeet, they are organized into small warrior lodges, each specializing in a different weapon. They are even more dedicated to the ancient ways and styles of dress than other silver elves. They often tattoo themselves with old runes and symbols, and their armor and weapons are all of great antiquity and beautiful craftsmanship. Alright, ooh. Loading. She's running away. All right, there we go. Whoa.
Immediately.
Blasted machine. I'll never get her fixed. Might I ask what's wrong with her? Can't you see she's broken? I can't power her up until her missing pieces are replaced. What missing pieces? I have no time to talk to those mechanically ignorant. Find me a piece that fits or stay out of my way. I don't want to give him the pieces
Free
yet.
my people. Astrolabe. Worlds. Twirls.
Okay. So I know that he cannot be talked to right away.
I'll take care of it. Here?
Let's go.
I'll take care of it. Here? Immediately. 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 Immediately.
Greetings once again, Kalesa. You had mentioned you were the Hand's weapon master? When the Hand was at the pinnacle of its glory, I trained my people in the ways of combat. No one could best my deftness with the sword or my accuracy with the bow. All my soldiers were honed to perfection when we were called to battle, and it did not take long before our enemies found their forces in chaos and retreat. Kalesa, I'd like to talk about how to find... Oh yeah, I did talk to her about that. All right. I thank you for helping with one of my last tasks in this realm. Before I give you your reward, I would have you help me one last time. With my soldiers at rest, there is only one thing left for me to do, to join them. I would ask for the honor of dying in battle. Oh God. Okay, well.
Death comes for you.
That sucked. So I had to kill her, looks like. This ring belonged to Kalesa of the Saldarine's Hand. Our prowess in archery only bested by her beauty. Kalesa was devoted to honing the battle skills of any elf under her. If there were any heroes at the Battle of Saldarine's Hand, Kalesa was one of them. She was a shining example of courage in the face of impending doom as she fearlessly led her people against orc and goblin hordes. Even after the fall of the Hand, her commitment to battle and her people remained strong. Her last wish was to die in glorious battle. Hide in shadows. These boots have been magically enhanced so that wearer is able to travel at twice the speed in their normal speed. They are much prized by those whose profession involves traveling long distances. Huh.
Something amiss?
I'm here.
Oh, damn. Woo!
Can I help?
Okay, I'm gonna go and
Here?
give the piece of machinery.
Immediately.
Because I think I don't have all of them yet. I'll see.
I'll take care of it. Here? Here? Immediately.
Let's save first. Be right back. Okay.
Immediately.
Ah, you waste my time with pointless chatter. My name is Gilareth. During the days when I was alive, I built and maintained this hunk of junk, and that used to be an astrolabe. How did you end up here when the hand fell? The last thing I remembered while defending the hand was an arrow piercing my back. When I awoke, I found myself in this ghastly form. Now I spend my days trying to figure a way to fix this blasted machine. Perhaps Larrel has some insight. Have you spoken to him? All he does is rant about the worthless dribble. I can't make any sense out of him. Quite different from the noble elven wizard he once was. You said you built the astrolabe. That I did. Larrel charged me with designing and building this machine. A device was needed by the wizards to help research the stars and the moons. Now it's only good for collecting dust. So let's see. Kaelessa bestowed me with this piece of machinery. Perhaps this is what you seek? Let me see. Ooh. Well, send me to the abyss. You might be right. If you find any more pieces, let me know. Otherwise, check back with me after I put the part in. I want to save every time. Oh. Another one. This piece of machinery was retrieved from a Solonor tower. Could you use this to fix the machine? Let me see. And another part.
Free my people. Astrolabe. Worlds.
Another part.
Worlds.
I removed this piece from an undead shadow within the hand. It looks like it's part of the machine. Let me see. Are there more pieces? All right. Let's go find the other pieces.
Immediately. Immediately. I'll take care of it. Immediately. I'll take care of it. Here?
All right. So I went there, there. Now we're going to go to the other tower.
Immediately.
There we go.
Do you need
Give the word.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Name your task.
Ah shit.
Immediately.
Need some help.
Death comes for you.
Okay. No. No. I didn't save. Okay, that's great.
I'll take care of it.
All right.
Immediately. 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 I'll take care of it. Immediately. Here?
So let's drag him out. All right. Maybe actually I go up first. See what's up here.
Here?
Maybe not.
Here? Here?
They won't come here, but they might go
Immediately.
upstairs.
Here?
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Something amiss?
Oh shit.
Immediately.
Go, 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 go.
I'll split you in two.
Your time draws near.
Oh shit.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Can I help?
Aye. Huh?
Now I will show you truth.
Ready.
Give the word. What?
Bomb, 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 bomb. All right, so it's not going too well.
Something amiss?
I'm here. What? Give the word.
Aye.
Can I help? Here? May the gods have mercy on you.
Oh, come on.
Something amiss?
I'm here.
Can I help?
Aye.
What is it? Give the word.
Ready.
Name your task. Immediately. Here?
Time to turn this one down to size.
May the gods have mercy on you. Face me if you dare. Something amiss?
What do you want?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you need me? May the gods have mercy on you. Name your task. Immediately. Immediately. Immediately.
Yes.
May the gods have mercy on you.
Time to
They're
turn
not
this
going
one down to
anywhere.
size.
Something amiss?
What?
Can I help? Do you need me? Immediately.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
I'll try to
Death
keep
comes
this
for
short.
you.
Your time draws near. Face me if you dare.
Whatever we
We need
do,
rest
it'll keep till
soon.
morning. Let's rest.
If I have to take another I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Here? Here?
All right, let's see.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, wow. What is that? Composite longbow of the hand, made during the golden age between the elves and the Seldarines' hand and the dwarves of Dorn's Deep. But wow. Yeah, but 3 attacks per round, so it does. I think it's better than this. This, sure, that's slightly better damage, but
I'll take care of it.
katana, wakizashi. Another piece.
Name your
What is
task.
it, wrong?
Sure. They're not going anywhere.
Something
Ooh.
amiss? Can I help?
I'm here.
Ready. Uh-huh.
Longsword, arrows.
I'll try to keep this short.
Do you need me? Here? Name your
Give
task.
the word.
Okay.
Something amiss?
Time to trim this one down to size.
Can I
What
help?
do you
Next.
want?
Ah,
Sure.
Do you name your task?
I will do
Something
as you
wrong?
wish.
Sure.
maybe it's another funky potion. Like I can raise my dexterity or something. Nope. There we go.
Something can I help?
So
I'm
be it.
ready. Sure. They're not going anywhere.
Do you need me? Name your
Right.
task.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let's see.
Immediately. I'll take care of it.
Oh. Peace be with you. I have not seen adventurers in quite some time. I am called Valestis. Welcome to the Arboretum. Peace be with you as well, Valestis. Friendly welcomes are few and far between in the hand. What are you doing here? I stand here and watch, hoping for the day that the plants will grow back. During the years of peace at the hand, I cared for the Arboretum. It was a place of indescribable beauty. Now it lies in ruins. But I am patient. The day will come when life will grow here again. How did it end up in such ruin? The serene peace we had known for many years was ultimately shattered by war. When the Dark Horde came, we found ourselves upon the losing side. What happened next? While I appreciate what we fought for and the sacrifices that were made, I am not a man of war. During the last days of the fall, I remained here and watched over the Arboretum, the last chamber in the Saldarine's hand that contained any sort of peace. It was at this time that the Saldarine's hand was blanketed with the spell that doomed us all. As my life was drained from me, so was all the beauty within the Arboretum. I watched in horror as every plant and creature died before my eyes. So here is where I stand and watch, waiting for the day when life will begin anew within these walls. That is a sad tale, Valestis. Is there any way we could help you? Perhaps you can. If in your travels you were to acquire seeds that can flourish in the harshest of places, or perhaps come across a sample of pure water, or even any small animal seeking a new home, I will be able to return some beauty to this place. Such things no longer exist here in the hand and can only be found in the rarest of places in the north. Interesting. How do I do that?
Immediately. Here? I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
Am I done? Good question, huh? Have I been here? Whoa. Oh, this is okay. Damn, look at
I'll take
that.
care of it.
I think I'm done, actually.
I'll take care of it.
So let's see, what do I have? Mm, there we go. What is that? Let's see. Dexterity +1. Whoops. Action. Why? Is it cursed? Oh. Shit. So it's better. Interesting. But not by much. Yeah, but like, no. Yeah, so they're all good. Well, they're good. Not really. Because this one... And the mace is by far better. This is really good against golems. This is... Hmm. There you go. So what is he selling? I have a lot of I have a lot of money now. A lot of money. I think he has nothing really good. Let's see. Where's the... Oh, he's down there. Come on with the loading. Okay. I'm guessing I have all the parts now. Where should I go? Wait, I'm confused. Barrel of holy water? Give to the 90. Oh shit. I'm looking at some quest items here. Oh, mythal theory? Okay, that's why I was Okay. What? Why? Oh.
Immediately.
There you go. You have brought holy water! With this, I can purify the pools. And restore some glory to this place of beauty. I know it's not much, but please take this as thanks. Whoa. That's nice. Soon's laurel of favor. This wreath of laurel leaves and roses was a gift from the church of Soon to the priestesses of Anali Selanil at the end of the Seldarine. The representatives of the human goddess of love and beauty were well received, and the high priestess of Anali Selanil wore the laurel whenever humans were visiting the hand. The orcs discarding the laurel as useless trash when they sacked the priest's tower. Charisma +1, armor class. Oh. Wow. Okay, okay. Woo! I need to go and get the Journal of Evane back.
Here?
Let me look at other stuff that I might have gotten. Okay. There you go. I think I sold it to him for 8 gold, and I just rebought it for 7. That would be nice. Okay. Woo! There we go.
Here? I'll take care of it. Here? I'll take care of it. Immediately. I'll take care of it. Immediately.
All right, let's do it. I think this might be it. Is that it? Look at her! Isn't she beautiful? You have my eternal gratitude for me helping me fix her. I know that my voice acting is different now, but I forgot how I initially hacked to him. And now I'm guessing that he's much happier than he used to be because everything is working. May Corellon guide you. Now it's gonna...
Greetings, adventurers. Pardon me while I gather my thoughts. Who are you, and what has just come to pass?
Wow. We are adventurers who have come to the severed hand to seek your knowledge and power. In doing so, we learned of the curse bestowed here and your sanity lost centuries ago. We have restored you to some of your former self and beseech you for aid.
Indeed you have, noble adventurers. It must have taken great courage and strength to make it as far as you did, let alone restore some balance to my thoughts. I am eternally in your debt. But surely you did not come to the hand of the Sildarine on whim. Tell me what it is you seek.
I'll ask him about the hands first. I wish to know more of the events that came to pass here in the hand.
You wish to learn what came to pass within the hand of the Sildarine. Very well. There is much to tell. Shall I start with the time of prosperity, the betrayal, or our darkest hour?
I would hear of the time of prosperity.
In light of the greater threat of the Orcish and Goblin hordes of the north, we elves allied ourselves with the dwarves. The alliance was a desperate one, but it was either that or fall to the dark hordes. As both races prospered from our mutual cooperation, we furthered our bonds by creating powerful artifacts and weapons. Delicate dwarven craftsmanship, combined with ancient elven magic, yielded items of great power and unsurpassed beauty. With the unity of our two races wielding the magical benefits of our labor, the hordes were easily kept in check. Our cooperation continued, and we prospered in harmony for many decades, until the betrayal. You will need to be patient, as this is a bitter subject for me. A great debate ensued with our dwarven allies regarding the magic items created by our union. It seems the greed inherent in all dwarves could not be contained. They wanted to begin selling our magic items to the other settlements in the north. Preposterous, I told them. To allow others access to these artifacts, all for the sake of profit. I was appalled, but not surprised. Dwarves cannot resist their selfish nature for long. My people and I were adamant that the humans were not to have any access to any magical artifacts. After many months of debate, the dwarves conceded, and we thought the issue done. Then, a day came that marked the fate of both races. Our forces encountered what we thought another typical group of the orc and goblin hordes. What should have been an easy battle turned out to be a hard-fought victory. For they were using artifacts and weapons created by the Alliance. Furious, we questioned the dwarves about this. No elf would ever give our greatest treasures to a hated enemy. The dwarves, of course, denied our accusations. In honor of our alliance through the decades, we extended our trust further and tried to come to some solution. We were fools to believe we could coexist with these rock-eaters. Any and all discussions just turned into open argument and further accusations. Did the dwarves think we'd be stupid enough to assume that the artifacts just magically appeared in the Horde's camps? As to be expected, open conflict broke out. The decades of friendship and prosperity ended that day. The Alliance was no more. On that day, the elves of the Hand of the Seldarine were alone against the dwarves and the goblinoid hordes. You wish to learn what came to pass within the Hand of the Seldarine? Very well. There is much to tell. Shall I start with the time? You will need to be patient, as you wish to learn. Centuries ago, the Hand of the Seldarine waged war with the Dark Hordes encroaching on the north. This war waged for decades, and towards the end, we found ourselves in a losing position. The tide of war was against us. Our forces were diminishing slowly but surely after every conflict. We were isolated from the rest of the elves south of us. With no support from our brothers and sisters, and impending doom at our doorstep, I became desperate. I concocted a plan to protect my people and buy us some time. Ancient elven magic speaks of a spell used in days of old, named the Mythal. This Mythal embodies the land with a living and protective life force, personifying all that is elven. This living force can also be given abilities of a protective nature, powers that would have kept the Dark Hordes away from the Hand of the Seldarine and its surrounding lands. A chance to buy my people time and to marshal reinforcements from our southern brothers and sisters. Some say believing we had the power to bestow such magic was arrogance. Others would say using the Mythal in such a way was blasphemous. I stand by my decision. I did what I had to do to save my people. We began the preparations to lay a Mythal. In the weeks that came to pass, we fortified what remained of our forces within the Hand. My wizards and I locked ourselves within this tower and began the arduous process of laying a Mythal. Within this time, the orcs and goblins sensed our weakened state and moved in for the kill. The largest force we had ever seen besieged the Hand, and the Mythal was not near completion. We knew this was our last stand, and my people knew they had to buy time. For a week, we held the Horde back. Entrenched in our home, my people fought, and the Horde paid dearly for every room of the Hand they took. For every elf that fell, the Horde paid tenfold. For all the sacrifices my people made, the last line was breached in a week's time. As the Horde began ascending the towers and the last of the defenders fell, I realized my people's sacrifice was not made in vain. We completed the last incantations for the Mythal. The spell was cast, and a shroud of pure light and energy engulfed the Hand. As I watched what I thought was our salvation enter every crevice of the Hand, I became horrified. Something had gone terribly wrong. The force that was supposed to bring life to the land began to twist and corrupt it. It was draining everything and everyone within the Hand of its soul. I watched as every living thing within the Hand of the Seldarine had its life drained to the brink of death driving them mad. Those who died in the battle began to rise as hideous undead. It was at this point where I realized I wasn't the only one watching the rampant destruction of the Hand and all within. Standing before me was Labalus Enereth, the elven god of longevity and time. He was angry with me, angry as he saw the most ancient of elven magic used with carelessness, angry as he watched the lives in the land of his people being unnaturally twisted, angry that my pride and arrogance led to the breakdown of the union between the elves and the dwarves. I was transformed into a Baelnorn. My punishment was to watch over the runes of the Hand of the Seldarine and its people, cursed forever, until the astrolabe was restored by putting my people to proper rest. You wish to learn what came to pass within the Hand of the Seldarine? Very well. There is much to tell. As simple as that question is, I do not have an answer. Perhaps there are other elves here that need my help to return to Arvindor. Maybe there is something else I need to resolve in order to complete my punishment. You have returned. My beloved daughter, I see you are thorough in your search of the Hand. The last entries describe her resolve to find a way to reforge the union with those accursed dwarves. I never saw her again. Fools! Can you not discern it with your own mind? Those dwarves committed the worst atrocity, knowing its impact on me. They murdered my daughter. For that, I will never forgive them. For the punishment I suffered for my arrogance and pride, Labalus be damned if he thinks I will forgive them for what they did. I would stay in this cursed form, never to see Arvindor, if it meant I could make the dwarves pay for their crime. Leave now! I will not speak of this anymore. You have returned. You wish to learn what came to pass within the Hand of... You have returned. Very well. As legend states, the Heartstone Gem is an ancient artifact from a time long forgotten. Its most notable owners were the Druids of Kuldahar before one within their circle stole the gem. It was thought forever lost, until now. Stone Gem contains powerful scrying abilities that can divine the affairs of people throughout the realms. There are only a few within the land who know how to release its powers. I am one of them. With that said, what is it you seek to learn from the Heartstone Gem? Then you will have what you seek. Hand me the Heartstone Gem.
Freed from the shackles of his tormented mind, the cursed elven lord was at last able to assist the heroes in their quest. Handing over the Heartstone Gem, the party stood back and watched Larrel begin his divination. With the artifact raised before him, clutched tightly in his skeletal hands, the undead sorcerer peered intently into the gem as he whispered a series of strange chants and incantations. A spark of light briefly flashed within the gem, as if a ray of sunlight had caught upon its surface. And suddenly, reflected within the mirrored facets of the stone, there appeared an image of a statue. The statue was clearly a monument of sorts, depicting an elf and a dwarf sitting side by side on a dual throne.
Dorn's Deep.
Even if Labalus's curse had taken my eyesight, I would still recognize that home. What you have seen is Dorn's Deep, den of the betrayers. In here is where the wretched dwarves hollowed out their home. Be warned if your journey takes you there. If any of the dwarves remain, expect no quarter, for they will give none. Believe none of their lies, as they will all lead to treachery. If you
Shit.
do decide to venture forth to that dwarven vestige of evil, then I will mark its location on your map. Also, I have the power to take you there if you wish.
Interesting. Kuldar, I guess, because then I want to see if I can buy something. Woo! Where is Dorn's Deep exactly?
I'll take care of it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Wee wee.
Immediately. Immediately.
Ooh, I found this book in a ruined elven tower not far from here. Well, it's pretty far, but perhaps you might find it useful. Useful indeed! This book is precisely what I've been searching for all these years. You have done me a great service and should be rewarded. Take this artifact as a token of my gratitude. A belt. Girdle of Labelas, a remnant from the oldie shrine of Star Mausoleum. Oh shit, man, this is a hard word to pronounce for a French person. Mausoleum. Oh, there you go. Star Mausoleum. In Myth Glorak, this girdle was blessed by the avatar of Labelas in Nord. Actually, I'm Canadian, but I'm French Canadian, so that's why I don't have exactly the typical French accent in English, but I still have an accent, right? So it's the French Canadian thing. Although I suppose that my English is pretty good for a French Canadian. So this girdle was blessed by the avatar of Labelas in North, elven god of time and longevity. The high priest of Labelas typically wore the girdle in day-to-day activities as well as battle. Made of alternating bands of bronze and gold, the fine belt was a prize even without its magical properties. When orcs sacked Myth Glorak, this girdle was one of the most prominent items stolen. Aced once per day. Oh, that is brutal. Woo! Oh shit, man, he barely got more HP, right? That sucks. Let's see. Nothing is really... I don't know if this is actually... What about this? Friends once per day. Charisma plus 5. Oof. Not usable by, so who can actually use this? Only a priest? Plus 5 charisma. Not really useful. What about a robe? Let's see. What's going on? He's not buying the robe? Ah. Whatever.
Immediately. I'll take care of it. Immediately. I'll take care of it. Immediately.
Alright, what about you? Really good, but only against trolls. Oh, that's better actually than her bow. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. More damage, more Thaco. You have a better chance to hit. That's better than what she has now. What about, so this is also better, right? Plus 3. Ooh, the speed factor is fast. It's fast. It's a fast weapon. Interesting. What about this? So there's a few things that are better. The Elpic plus 3. Well, that's not better because my is already a plus 3 weapon. So better than this. Okay. Interesting. About this thing. Slashing damage. Okay, so let's save first. Okay. Oh my god, man, the loading is just brutal. I think it might be my external hard drive. So let's see. Oh yeah, the longbow is so much better. Oh, I removed it. So okay. Interesting. What would be better? Probably the long black bow is better. Oh, it's much better. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So let's reload the save.
Immediately.
There you go. Woo! Let's see. Oh, this I can sell this, right? There we go. Even if I sold all that, they still wouldn't give me enough money to buy let's see, a bunch of arrows. So what is the logic of buying of going for the bow instead of like an extra good weapon, twin weapon for my barbarian? Well, it's because ultimately when you look at my party's roles, for sure that my archers, my main killer in the game is my archer. She is my primary killer, and the roles of the frontline tanks, although it is of course to kill, right? I mean, let's be honest, right? Their job is also just to kind of tank hits, right? Like that's what a tank does. So I'm kind of like really focusing on having her being able to kill as much as possible. Oh, look at that. I wish I could have a better short bow. Oh, wait a second. I could, right? Give him another point in longbow and then make sure to actually give him a potion that could... Oh, of course I could do that. Why did I sell... Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. Of course, that's what I should do. Like, he's stuck with his little longbows, but... Plus, it's not really heavy. Ooh, this is what I should be doing. This is my job, and I need to equip him with this. It's just so much better than this bow.
I'll take care of it. All right. Very exciting stuff. Oh yeah, I can sell this though. I'll wait to sell it because yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Here?
I want to inquire about something.
I'll take care of it.
Oh. All right.
I'll take care of it.
The Heartstone's divination had at last revealed the source of the evil in the mountains. Ahead loomed the solitary peak that housed the dwarven stronghold known as Dorn's Deep. With Larrel's warnings of dwarven treachery still ringing in their ears, the heroes readied their weapons and started toward the cave entrance and whatever challenges lay beyond.
If I have to take another step, my feet will fall off.
I'll stop here for now, and we'll resume later. Take care.